Hembury Books provides non-fiction authors with book coaching, editing, and self-publishing services. So it's completely end-to-end. And it's a bit different because our authors retain all their royalties and their IP. So we're setting them up for success. We're helping them to create their book, build their book, and then go and have a successful author career and hopefully come back with more books as well that they want to write. And I founded it in October, and then I formed a company in May. And it was the moment that I formed a company and I needed to lodge some paperwork that I didn't know how to do, that I came across Lawpath. And so initially I was just looking to lodge paperwork. Now it's become my end-to-end accounting and legal suite. I didn't want to lodge the paperwork myself. I know that that can be risky, and I've heard horror stories. So I knew that I needed help to lodge the paperwork correctly. I loved that you're remote, and I loved that I could access, as soon as I learnt that Lawpath provides legal consults and on contracts, like most new businesses, are starting to, from nothing, with writing their own contracts. I knew that that was the help, because I'm in publishing contracts are really important. And as soon as I saw that that was a possibility, I was like, I need that. And I also knew, I just thought I had to go to a different business. I knew that I needed accounting help. I knew that I had to move. I've been a sole trader with Henry and using Rounded, which was great, but I knew that I had to move to Xero, and that I would have to do things like bookkeeping, which was just like a word I'd heard. So when I went to register my company, that is the beginning of kind of the big hill of unfamiliar terminology when you're starting a business. And it's the first step you've got to take. And I was expecting it to be a bit stressful. I was happy that I found Lawpath and requested a call back. I got a call back within 30 minutes from Ross from Ireland, who was so personable and friendly and human, and was like, congratulations on starting a company and everything. He asked me a few questions. I don't remember it being onerous in any way. I was completely set up within the same day, which just astounded me. And I had the certificate, I was very happy to have my certificate from ASIC that came in the mail like within a week or something. And it's a big deal to me to form a company. My company is in my dad's company's name. So to see Hembury, the new incarnation of Hembury, I sent a photo to my mum. It was really exciting. It's very good. It is very good. Instead of learning 3 platforms, I just become familiar with one. So that sort of one-stop shop. I will log into Lawpath a couple of times a day. And as my business grows, it prompts me with the workflows, like, what else do you need? Do you need to hire a staff member? I have also attended your webinar, your free webinar. So I feel like I will grow with Lawpath, and that Lawpath will flex with me as I need different things. And you don't know what you know, you don't know what you don't know, but there it is on Lawpath. So I kind of look at the dashboard and stuff and see the different workflows and think that this is something that I could pursue myself. So it is great. And the free webinars are fantastic as well. So thanks for putting them on. We are growing our titles. So far we published 8 books, and there's a number of books in the pipeline and some really fantastic books. And we are also doing some exciting things in the book reviews space. So that's something that I am keen to monetize. And that could be quite a large part of the business. And we're just kind of building a community as well of independent authors. So things are very fragmented in Australia. There's not really a strong non-fiction community. So potentially looking at events, and more, and the podcast, having bigger names on the podcast, which is exciting, and building out our socials and that kind of thing. And so far I haven't done any advertising. It's all been word of mouth. I would love to have a marketing and advertising strategy, because I think that's how we could really accelerate growth. So just been recruiting editors, which has been exciting, but also feeling secure that not only do I have the pieces of paper for them to sign, I understand what is written on the pieces of paper. So I know what is fair and reasonable in both directions, and that's really important. When, like me, you're taking your very first steps as a business owner, and there's so many different directions you can go in, it is really good to have a guide that is both remote but accessible in terms of that having the same point of contact, having the same professional who learns about your business. You don't have to go in and explain your problem again. And also prompts you about other things that you need to think about. So I would say absolutely consider a package with Lawpath, because for me, it's been the difference between lying awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and just sleeping, because I'm like, if I have a question, I write it down and I have someone to ask whose response I trust. And that has been tested, in real life, as I said, with clients where it's not smooth sailing in the beginning. It will not be, because I'm creating terms as I go. Like, what does it look like? What is it the company offers? So I need the flexibility, and I really need the professional guidance, because you can get yourself into hot water just by, blindly doing things that you don't know which box you're ticking. It can be, that would just be a shame if my business failed, not because it wasn't a great business idea, but because I didn't meet the compliance requirements and it was preventable. So if I get this stuff right, I'm investing my time in it now, but I can already see the systems that will just run themselves. So when a new editor comes on board, I will hit send for the contract and the signing, and it will be smooth sailing.